guys, so this is just kind of going to be a little collection video of my eyeshadow palettes, and I'm going to try and tell you kind of which ones I like, which ones I use, and which ones were not really worth the money. But I only have kind of two high-end ones, one kind of drugstore but higher end, then a bunch of Wet n Wild ones. So this is really itchy. So I'm just kind of going to tell you about them, and I don't want to make this video longer than 10 minutes, so I'm probably not going to go into too much detail. But so the first one I'm going to start with is the NYX Spring Fling, or NYX, however you say it, the NYX Spring Fling palette. I really love this one. I did buy it a few months ago, and the brown did break, but I have a lot of colors kind of similar to it, so I'm not broken up about it. But it's just got lots of really nice kind of springy, summery pastels that they work really well together or by themselves, and kind of with some neutrals. So I kind of love, say, picking one color like the blue or the green, then adding it to, like, mixing it with my Naked palette. It was, I think I got it for like $15, and I'm not disappointed. It's got some good colors. Yeah, so the bottom also has, I'm just going to pull this all the way out. The bottom has two blush colors. I don't mind this one, but I would use it kind of more as a highlight. This one is way too bright, way too pink, kind of almost clownish pink, and you have to blend it out really well. So I'm not the biggest fan of this. Don't really like the formula of the lip glosses. These eyeshadows, handy. Don't really use them much. I mainly use the brights. But this color can kind of be good if you're tightlining your eyes with kohl. You can go over it with the black. But overall, I pretty much ignore the bottom. But I do love the top with all the really bright colors. And I have the brown all over my fingers because it broke. But I absolutely love this palette. It's was definitely worth the money. I think it was limited edition. But if you can get a hold of it, it's definitely worth it just for all the really fun, bright colors. Yeah, so then the next one, I think this is probably my first eyeshadow palette. Yay, no mirror. It is the Stila In the Moment eyeshadow palette. This, before I got my Naked palette, this was my everything. I use kind of the neutrals every day, like the bottom row here. I use those every day for my everyday eye look. And then kind of to go out, I would use the purples on top. But I do love this palette. I'm going to start using it more because I've been obsessed with my Naked palette, but I really want to get back into using this. Yeah, a great one. $50. If you were to choose between this one and the Naked palette, I would say go with the Naked palette. But if you were looking for a Stila palette and you want to try one, I would definitely go with this one, especially if you love purple. So, like this palette, I wouldn't say it was worth the $50 just because I don't use it as much anymore. But when I bought it, I did love it, and I kind of found something better. But I do love it, I just don't use it that much anymore. So then my holy grail palette is the Naked palette. You all know what this is. You've all seen it 1,000 times. You're probably sick of hearing about it. But this really is my holy grail for eyeshadow. If I could only have one eyeshadow palette in the entire world, it would be this one. First of all, I love the case. It's very soft. And I'm probably going to do a full video review on this just because I do love it so much. So it's got tons of colors. You guys have heard about this 1,000 times. You can't really see it with the lighting because the lighting in here is really bad. But I just kind of wanted to show you guys my everyday, because I don't work somewhere very glamorous, so I don't do full smoked out eye makeup every day. I'm very simple. I get up, I put on my BB cream, then I usually use Naked and Virgin, and sometimes if I'm feeling, well, like I actually have a few minutes, I'll throw on Buck in my crease, and I think that's Sin in my inner corner. But usually it's just Naked kind of across my whole eye after I've put on my BB cream, which I use all over my face and my lids. And then a little bit of Virgin just kind of in the center and blend it out because I find it really opens and brightens my eyes. So if I've only had 5 hours sleep, it still makes me look human. I do want to kind of get into playing with more of these colors and just kind of having fun with them. But I do really love this palette. If you don't have this palette, buy it. Like, I have heard many negative reviews, and there not being enough mattes, but I think you can do something different with this every single day of the month. Not just the different day of the week, the month. The first 2 weeks that I bought this, I did not repeat the same look a single day. And I was wearing it almost every day. So this is really the only eyeshadow palette I use, and you guys just saw my nose. But I do love it. I also love the color Toasted, Half-Baked. What are my favorite colors in here? I don't use gunmetal. I don't like gunmetal. I don't know how to use gunmetal. I'm gonna see if there's any other reviews that show you how to kind of work these two, because I don't really use them, because I don't find this as great. It's almost kind of a blue, and I'm just not a big fan of that color, but I love the rest of them. These you can kind of see are my most used, kind of these 4, minus this one because I don't really use this one. I do like Sidecar, but it's a little too kind of shimmery for everyday for me. So, love this palette, buy this palette, you won't regret it. Okay, so next I'm going to get into, this is my little pouch book pouch, whatever you want to call it. This is where I keep all my Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes, which I kind of went on a huge haul for them because Emily Noel raved about the Wet n Wild eyeshadows, and they were like $3. So I can never say no to a good deal. So I'm just going to run through them really quickly. First one I bought was Blue Had Me at Hello, because I'm pretty sure it was Emily Noel. I think it's 83, Emily Noel 83, I'll link her down below. She used this, or put this in her turquoise favorites, and I do love it. I've done some really crazy eye looks with it. My brush just fell out, but I love working with these. I especially love mixing it with these. If I'm doing something really bold, something really crazy, this is I Dream of Greenie. If I'm going out or party, event, kind of anything, not that I go to lots of fancy parties or events, but I kind of like playing with these two, like the green and the blue, I think is really, really fun. And I love these colors, I love blues, and it's just a really fun palette to play with, and it was maybe like $8 at Walmart. And I usually buy all my makeup at London Drugs, like for drugstore makeup, but they don't carry Wet n Wild, so I did go to Walmart. Nothing against Walmart, I find it's a little crazy, and I prefer kind of the intimacy of London Drugs. So I also have I Dream of Greenie. I actually have 2 in here because the top color, which I don't think it has a name, so the brow bone color on this one broke. It fell off my my chair and it just shattered, so I had to get a new one. $2, really broke the bank. Not. But love this one, love playing with this one. I've done kind of a really interesting kind of ombre green eye, which I'll have to do a tutorial on because I love it. Then the other ones that I have, which I haven't worked with as much, the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone. If you don't want to splurge on a Naked palette, I would definitely get this one. This is going to be my save to the Naked splurge. These brushes keep falling out on me because they're all kind of nice, kind of neutrally colors. Like, even though these are greens on this side, they are kind of neutral greens. And I think you can really play with this palette and make it really versatile for every day, no matter where you work or go to school or anything. So I would definitely buy this palette. Again, $8. Not really going to break the bank. Might have even been less than that. I really can't remember how much these are. Since I'm in Canada, the prices are different than the US prices, so I don't remember exactly what it is, but if I remember, I'll put it down below. I bought these ages ago, so I don't even have the receipt anymore. And then I'm getting Sunburned, which I love, and I've been trying to play with this and do some fun looks, but I find I always kind of get it looking too heavy. The only thing I don't like about these, and I do love these, and they're worth the price, like they're worth the $2 or $3 that you pay for them, but I find on the ones with glitter, like the glitter is way too big, it looks, it's not as blendable, and I just find I don't like the glitter. It's not good for every day, and it's just really hard to blend out, especially on this one. Let's see if I can open this up here, and I'll swatch these all in another video. But just the glitter, you can't even really see that, but it feels, you can even just feel it, it feels really rough. The pink color is not as bad. Wow, the lighting is awful in here. The pink color is not as bad, but I find on the gold the glitter is way too large, and I just don't like it. And this video is over 10 minutes, so I'll quickly show you these. I got Good Jeans, haven't played with this one much, but I do want to try it and play with it more. And then I'm feeling Retro, which I have done a couple looks with this. I do like it. It's kind of fun, if you're doing kind of a boho, kind of hippie look, this is really fun. Or even just if you want something bright but not too bright. So that's the video. I hate to end it in a rush, but this is way too long now, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, take care, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Tweet me down below. Bye.